Thank you, members of the public. It's another wonderful day that the Lord has made, and I'm blessed to have two guests with me from the Ubuntu Society, Dr. Nick Mwendwa and Ambassador Mr. Odhiambo. That's it?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Welcome to RIBA SASA Studios.
Thank you for having me.
Yes. So, Ambassador Dr. Mwendwa Mulonzi.
Yes.
Karibu sana.
Asante.
Yeah. So, doctor means you are a doctor or means Dr. Ofweneke?
I'm a doctor.
Yes.
A veterinarian doctor.
You've been trained as a medical doctor?
Veterinarian.
Oh, okay.
Veterinary doctor.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So, nyinyi mnatibu chihuahua?
Tunatibu
Because,
animals. All the animals, not just chihuahua. All the animals. The 18 species of animals.
You treat every one of them except humans?
The
Human
animal
beings.
humans.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay. What about you, Mr. Odhiambo?
So currently I teach about leadership.
Okay.
Yeah,
Leadership and governance.
Leadership and governance.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but we are focusing more on ethics.
Oh, okay.
Ethical leadership.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, only one term? I'm a two-term?
I am neither one of them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you're teaching both of them on ethical leadership?
Yeah.
But at least you know the other party that is not doing so well, the side that is not doing so well, so that because they need more of your training than the other camp.
Yes.
Yes.
There's always one that is not bad. Yeah, there's always the badder one, but we.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Which one is that?
It's not the ideal. I will not. Yeah.
So Ubuntu, for somebody actually who is hearing about the Ubuntu Society, is it a secret society?
No. Ubuntu Society is not a secret society. It's a public society.
Oh, okay.
It's a registered society, which anybody who embodies the values of Ubuntu can join and become a member.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So for somebody actually hearing about Ubuntu for the first time, what is Ubuntu?
Ubuntu, by definition, means humanism.
Humanity. Humanism.
Meaning, I'm sure you've heard about I am because you are.
Yes.
Yes. So basically, it means that our existence is tied to the existence of the other person. In other words, we are interconnected.
Intertwined.
As human beings, intertwined as human beings. And that means your actions affect the rest of humanity.
Oh, okay.
Whether you know it or you don't, directly or
indirectly.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that is what makes Ubuntu?
Yes, that is what makes Ubuntu. For people to bring this thinking that people to know that we are all interconnected as human beings.
Yes.
And even going further, everything in nature, there is interconnectedness, not just for human beings, but for every other thing in nature.
Oh, okay.
Like for you, we need trees to give us oxygen.
Yes.
We can't survive without trees.
Oh, okay.
We can't survive without animals. Basically, everything is interconnected.
Oh, okay.
With the human beings as the center.
Oh, okay. So,
Yes.
Odhiambo, like he says that you are because I am, yeah?
Yes.
So does it mean that Ubuntu somehow advocates for human rights and stuff like that, and it goes beyond humanity, also agitating for the right of trees like Madai, etc.?
Yeah. We advocate for conscious living.
Oh, okay. What is that?
Conscious living means you are aware that your actions influence the next person, and that all of us in society are connected. So if let's say you have built your house here, and the waste, you're just dumping the sewer because it's waste to you, so you don't care where it ends up.
Okay.
But further down the line, it's going to affect the next person.
Okay.
And when they get sick, they will come to you for fundraising.
Yeah.
So we are all connected, even if we don't see it. Yeah, and that's what we have been taught by the system that we have, to think that you are separate from the society, that you are unique and separate, while we are still connected as
We are
human
intertwined.
beings. We are intertwined.
Oh, okay. So it
Yes.
is hands in gloves. So why Ubuntu? Why did you choose to? Okay, of course, founder you are. Why did you choose Ubuntu as opposed to any other group that will still probably agitate for the same?
Very good question. And why we picked the Ubuntu approach is because we looked at the organizations, movements that exist, and we didn't see them offering a holistic approach to our problems.
Oh, okay.
The way they approach solving of our problems as human beings, of course our focus right now is Kenya, is a bit separatist in nature, whereby somebody is just solving a narrow approach of the problem. You realize that life is composed of 4 main aspects. There is the social aspect of life, which governs how people live in a certain area. There is the economic aspects, which determines now the, like, in our case, financial capability, ability to survive, you understand? And then we have the political aspect, as well as the spiritual aspects.
Oh, okay.
So there is no movement that exists currently which focuses on a holistic approach to solving all those problems.
Oh, okay.
Because we realize we have spiritual problems, we have social problems, economic problems, as well as political.
Oh, okay.
And all of them affect each other. Politics affects all the others.
Yes.
Social life affects all the others. Economic, the others, as well as spiritual. So if
Okay.
you solve one and leave the others, with time the others will come and affect.
They will catch up at
They
some
will
point.
catch up.
Yes.
So we need a new view of life, whereby we approach our problems in a holistic manner.
Yes.
Yes. So
Oh.
yes, so that human beings can be happy. We are here to be happy.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So, Diambo, which church do you worship?
Right.
Okay, it's okay. It's okay. As in, the question would be: is it also that Ubuntu is tolerant of the religion, and maybe both of you might not all be serving in the same church, and maybe that's it, or you fellowship together in the same church?
No, it's a good question that you've asked.
Yes.
My foundation, because we all of us need to have a spiritual inclination. So
Yes.
my foundation was in Christianity.
Yes.
But now the approach we're taking in Ubuntu is we are looking to fix the problems of Kenya. Okay? So we are trying to avoid division. And when you look at how we are looking to solve this problem, is we have identified certain absolute principles that cut through every division or every religion. You get? So that when we understand these principles as humanity, then we are able to exist peacefully. Coexist peacefully, regardless of where your inclination is.
Okay.
Yeah, so currently, I would say our approach is to focus on the absolute principles of life that govern every human being, regardless of any denomination that you're part of.
Oh, okay.
Because if I take the Christian approach, then it means there are people that I will lock out, who are essentially born Muslims or Hindus or any other. So my foundation, or how I came to understand God, was through the Christian approach. But now we are deciding to take a higher approach that does not now lock out any other person who knows God in a different
So
way.
does it mean that there are Muslims in Ubuntu? There are Buddhists in Ubuntu, maybe Rastafari in Ubuntu, and maybe devil worshippers as well. Illuminati. You because I am, because you are, so it doesn't matter.
The fundamental principle in all of us in Ubuntu is that we believe God exists. We believe there is God.
So it's only the atheists that are exempted from this?
Yes, we don't have atheists in our society. We believe there is God. And we are looking to form a society whereby everyone in Kenya can exist peaceably. Yeah, so we are looking at the principles that can help us form love or operate through love. So it calls for us now to, there's what you believe personally, but then there's what we need as a society that will make us to exist harmoniously. You know, so if this is what I believe, but I need to be tolerant of other people, then we take the higher approach so that there can be tolerance within a society.
So you do not accept those who are atheists in Ubuntu?
Not that we don't accept them. It's just that when you come to Ubuntu, just know that we believe God exists. We believe there is a source. We are not like putting like there's no God. No, we believe there is God. But each one of us comes to understand God differently. So we don't reject someone because they understood God using a different approach. Our focus is more towards teaching people how to live harmoniously and through love. So if you're able to embrace the principles that can make us coexist peacefully, then you are welcomed.
So the Atheist Society of Kenya might also just be serving in their small space, and they assist people in their different ways to still coexist. And so when you are filling in the form for membership of Ubuntu, you also ask them a certain question about their affiliation in religion and whether they believe that God exists or not, or where do they interact with that information?
You see, each society has their own way of thought, line of thought.
Yes.
Basic principles by which they live by. So like now, when you are going to join a Muslim community,
you must believe in Allah.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
So it's you to know what they believe in and see whether it's in line with also your current beliefs. And if it aligns with your beliefs, that's when now you join that group. So our movement, because mainly is also centered on the believe in Africanism, Afrocentric, you get it? In Africa, we believed there is a creator. We didn't have atheism in Africa, from my research.
There was no people who did not ever believed in.
It's a foreign concept.
Okay.
We didn't have that because we believe there is a creator because we are not creators. So if we are not a creator,
we are here because somebody brought us.
And if you are a creature, it means there is a creator. So in Africa, we believe in a creator. In the Ubuntu society, we believe there is a creator who created the human beings, who created the universe, and everything that is in it. So anybody who's coming to join us, they need to be aware that we believe there is a creator. Yes.
So being that you believe that there's a creator, you also believe that there's a devil? Or how does the Ubuntu society work?
We don't believe the devil exists per se as an entity. We only believe that God exists only.
So you don't cast the devil out in the name of... When you're casting these things, you cast in the name of who as Ubuntu society? Not in the name of Jesus Christ.
Casting what?
The devil. Who you do, some would not believe. You don't believe that the devil exists?
The concept of the devil.
Even in the African society, it never used to be there. What?
Not really. We didn't have. We only believed there is a creator. You understand?
So we never believed that there is a devil who interfered with the creation of the creator.
The way Africa believed, we believe there is a creator. You understand? That's the only person, the only being we believed exists. You understand? It's religions. When religions came is when they brought the concept of sin, the concept of Satan. That's when they came up.
Oh,
but
okay,
in the
okay.
African setting,
Mm.
they didn't exist. We only
Okay.
believe in the Creator.
Yes.
We were one with the Creator. That's why
Yes.
before all the religions came, Africa was thriving as a society. When you
Yeah.
look at the ancient civilizations.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay. So currently there's a lot of division in our country today. Huh?
Yes.
There's a 1 term, 2 term, and a lot of other divisions in our political space. How does Ubuntu come in to help us with this and position us in a better place where we're able to have that ideal society that an Ubuntu society envisions?
Okay. So when we look at the problems that we have as a country, when you say 1 term or 2 term, I think that's a bit short-term thinking, and that's what has brought us to where we are. We are
Yes.
thinking in terms of 5-year leaps, you know. So what guides Ubuntu society is that we've been able to go back to study the fundamental principles of creation.
Okay.
This is what we call absolute truth.
Okay.
Because when God was creating this earth, there are certain principles that were ordained to govern the way we live life.
Oh,
So
okay.
these principles,
Which are the 10 commandments or something?
not per se. I'll give you an example.
Okay.
So when we look at these principles, they govern humanity whether or not we know they do. So they don't depend on Africa or like Kenya or Uganda. They cut across every creation in every continent. This is like there's a principle called the subject-object principle. So subject-object means for any creation to happen in society, there is a relationship between subject and object. There is a give and take that happens. Let's say right now we are learning, okay?
Yes.
So as I'm speaking, I am giving you certain knowledge that you've asked for. So at the moment, I am the subject because I am giving. You are the object because you're receiving.
Yes.
So there is a give and take. I am willingly giving you this information, which you are willingly receiving. So because there is that give and take, then there is progress. So that happens in marriage. It happens in leadership. So once that circuit is broken, if I'm giving you and you're not receiving, or if I've given you and you're not giving back, once that is broken, then problem starts.
Okay.
You can even look at the leadership. We are the subject, the government is the object. So we give them taxes, we give them the mandate, the responsibility, but they don't give us back services. That's why Kenyans are angry. So you see, these are universal principles that govern creation and humanity that we are not aware of.
Okay.
So we are violating these principles, and that is why we have the problems that we have right now.
Okay.
Yeah, as a country.
Yeah. So I'm just asking, how is when we say 1 term or 2 term, technically I do not necessarily mean the kind of actions that we're having today. What I just mean is that the country is divided along political lines.
Yes.
And how is Ubuntu society might be in this regime or even subsequent political dispensations into the future, but how is Ubuntu society positioning itself to offer solutions?
Okay. So what we're doing currently at the moment is we are creating awareness throughout the country. We are having a tour that we are doing slowly throughout the counties, where we are creating awareness of these principles that exist, that governs humanity and the way we should live. So if we are aware of these principles, because if we are looking to solve the problem, we go to the root. So now if we can understand the problem from the root, then we can solve it in the long run. Because if we look at 1 term or 2 term, so let's say we choose, or we say 1 term, the next person comes. We have not solved the problem. So we'll await for it to happen again. So our approach is kind of long term, where we are looking at educating now people on the absolute principles that govern life.
Okay, and not Ubuntu per se. Life itself as a whole.
Yeah, life as a whole.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just can I add something?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, yes, you asked about the divisions, right? Right. My colleague has answered.
Yes.
I wanted to add that
Mm.
to echo something he has said about going to the root.
Yes.
You see,
Go to the root cause of the problem.
root cause of a problem.
Yes.
Let me ask you. Actually, I know you are the interviewer, but allow me to ask you.
Mm.
What do you think, in your own opinion, has caused the divisions we have in the country?
Maybe tribalism.
All
Somehow.
the divisions. We have tribal divisions, religious divisions,
Yes.
class divisions.
Yes.
By the people who have, we have billionaires, and we have people who.
I think then it's just scramble for the limited resources that we have.
Okay. Yeah,
Somehow, that's how I view it.
Yes. I don't know whether you heard of something we call or a phrase whereby as within, so without.
As within.
As within, so without.
Oh,
Whereby
okay.
Your nature. What is if I use the Bible, because I know you have the Christian background, it is said out of the abundance of the heart, so the mouth speaks. It is also said that you will know them by their
fruits, their works. Yeah.
So this kind of divided society is a product of our nature. You understand?
I'm struggling to get that.
It's a product. We are the ones who have created the society.
That society. It is.
We are
It
the
is
ones
true.
who have created a divided society.
Yeah.
So that essentially means we are also divided within ourselves. You understand? There is a lot of division within ourselves, and that's why we have been able to project a divided society. We usually create something that mirrors you.
Oh,
But
okay.
the society is the mirror of our internal state.
Yeah.
So if we are divided internally, definitely the society will be divided. But people are trying now to solve that division externally, to tell people to come together instead of going within. Because it is said that the best way to change the society is to change yourself first. Because good people
Yes.
create good societies. So what about evil people? They create evil society. And that's why we have created an evil society that is divided along all manner of divisions. We have religious divisions, whether we have Christianity, Muslim, Hinduism, and many others. Even in Christianity, are they also united?
They're not united.
Exactly. So what happens is, when you are divided within yourself, you'll be able to create fragmentation on all levels of existence. Even when you look at the families are breaking down. There is no unity in the family. Do you think there is unity? There isn't. The families are breaking down at an increasing rate. So the problem has to start from the individual. So a divided person forms a divided family. Then they grow and form a divided clan. It grows to become a divided society, a divided nation, and then a divided world. So the solution is to go back within and solve the division within ourselves, which has been caused by ignorance, lack of truth. People perish. Why?
Because of lack of knowledge, according to the Bible. Yes.
Yeah.
Why are we perishing as a country? There is knowledge we need to know, which we don't have.
Okay.
That is where the problem is.
Okay.
That's what the Ubuntu Society brings on board.
It's to create awareness.
No, we have been able to come up with the right knowledge, the right teachings, which we can teach our peoples and elevate their knowledge. And as knowledge elevates, consciousness also elevates.
Okay.
So we'll be able to have conscious people, and from that approach, we'll also be able to have conscious leaders. Conscious leadership.
So what does Ubuntu teach us specifically about leadership? In the process of creating awareness that you've mentioned, what specifically does it teach about leadership? What is the key word, the niche that you take home when you're dealing with Ubuntu on matters of leadership?
Probably I can speak about that for a bit. In Ubuntu, we don't look at leadership as a place of power. We look at it as a place of responsibility.
Okay.
So a leader is a steward.
Mm.
So we have a philosophy in Ubuntu that the whole, the individual lives for the whole, and then the whole should serve the individual. What that means is that as a leader, your service is to the society, and through serving the society, it should take care of you. Let me give an example. Let's say right now you are living with 2 or 3 people in a house, okay? And you go, as you are walking, you don't have supper. Then someone gives you like 100 bob, okay? You can have 2 options. You can choose to go to a kibandaski with 100 bob, you eat, and you're satisfied.
Yes.
But there are 2 people at home who have not eaten. But you can also choose to use that 200, go buy unga, and go home, and the 2
prepare a
people,
meal for everyone.
yeah, so you will eat by virtue of providing for the rest.
Yes.
So if our focus is to bring about leadership that prioritizes the society first, because when the society gets better, you get better by virtue of you being within that society, as opposed to this mentality that we have that I need to steal, and then I will live in Runda, and then next to me there's a slum. It doesn't make sense. But if you're able to fix the society or prioritize the society, if you bring lighting to the place where you stay, then you are safe by virtue of the society being safe that you're part of. So we are creating just consciousness that if we live for the society first, we will benefit by virtue of us being in the same space.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's our focus.
Okay, so you want to add something?
Yes, I want
Okay.
to add something
Okay.
on top of what you said. What we are bringing on board is what is called conscious leadership. So first is to understand what it means to be conscious. Conscious comes from the word conscience.
Which means what?
Conscious means your inner self, which controls you.
Inner voice.
The inner voice.
Okay.
Which controls you when you do something wrong. You get, huh? When you do something wrong, there is that voice
Yes.
inside you that confirms to you, even if you lie to people,
Yeah.
there is that voice which tells you, yeah, you did this wrong and it's wrong. Okay? So there is a lot of, like we said, the problem of our country and even the world in general is lack of knowledge.
Yes.
Ever since we are born, we have not received the right knowledge as human beings.
Yes.
We have been taught wrong things as we grow. You understand? We've been taught things like you need to survive. You understand? And that has brought a lot of attachments to material things.
That you need to survive.
Yeah, we've been taught about.
Isn't it not true in a capitalist society like we are?
No, you don't come here to survive. You are not born to survive. You get. You are born to grow and become one with God. You understand?
With
become
God.
One with God. That is why you are here.
Oh, okay.
When you
So that's the belief as well of the Ubuntu society, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Believe we are here to attain oneness with God. The
Oh,
wrong
okay.
thing with the bad thing with the survival approach, it creates a lot of competition, and the survival mode makes you see the other person as an enemy. You understand? As the one causing you to lack, and that is what brings about this issue of people stealing to accumulate. Because you are looking at how you will make sure you survive and the survival of your next generation. But the way we look at life as Ubuntu is God being the creator. There is abundance. There is abundance in nature.
So there is abundance, yes.
There is abundance. But we have been taught that things are scarce. We have been taught that resources are scarce. That's something which we are taught in school, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes. So as a result, now it means now everybody will scramble for
For the available.
For the available one. And in the
Yes.
process, you can even attack the other person or even kill, you understand?
Yes.
For you to survive. It looks, we have created like more like a jungle kind of system, whereby like you see in the wild, whereby these animals has to attack the other to survive. But
Yes.
us being conscious beings, who can be able to, who are co-creators with God, can create more from where this, what we have came from.
Okay.
We are supposed to live differently from animals. But
Okay.
right now, we look at how we are living, there's really no big difference between us and animals. We are just born, we eat, we bear children, then we die. What about animals? They are born, they also give birth, you
Yes.
understand? And then
Yes.
they die. So that is not, we are not coming here to live like
But at least for us, before we die, we can get to a podcast like this.
Yes, sure.
We can come to RIBA SASA show,
RIBA SASA
and which hardly happens with animals. They have none of that hope. Eh?
Yes.
So what religious book do you people profess? Odhiambo?
Okay.
All of them. The way we look at, let me first answer and then you can also answer.
Okay.
Yeah.
The way we look at truth, God's truth, it's not limited to a book. You get, God's truth cannot fit in a book, in one book. So there is no one book which can claim to have all the truth we need as humanity to solve our problems.
So you believe in all of them?
Believe all of them have some truth. There is truth in the Bible.
And there's some truth in Quran.
There's truth in Buddhism.
Is it truth or some truth?
I would say there is some truth. You
okay.
understand?
Will you help us also identify some lies?
Eh?
Will you identify some lies or half truths? And
Yeah, half truths.
yeah, you can also help us identify some of them that are half truths from the
I
Ubuntu
wouldn't
perspective.
say they are lies. What I would say is they may not be applicable to us based on time.
Like the
and
story,
space.
like the story of Noah.
Yes. Some of them may not be applicable.
Is it because of the bedbugs that came into the ark? Oh, why don't you buy into
I
the?
don't mean it's a lie. You should get my point. I mean because truth is given based on time and space.
Yes.
Like when you take a certain knowledge to people in Kisumu who are fishermen or Kisii. Let's use the example of Kisumu. It will be different from the knowledge you'll take to pastoralists. Is it true or not true? Because those are fishermen, so they need knowledge which relates to fishing.
Oh,
so
yeah,
imagine
yeah,
you
sure.
going to tell fishermen about pastoralism. Will it make sense to them? It won't.
As a story, you can just tell
Yeah,
a story.
a story is okay.
Sometimes stories, you narrate stories.
But in terms of relatability, that's what I'm
Oh,
talking
well,
about.
they is applicable to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that might be different.
Same for Masai who are doing pastoralism. Once they go
Okay.
you know about Nile perch,
Yes.
tilapia, they can't
Yeah.
relate with it. So
They wonder what kind of world that is.
yes,
Yeah.
maybe somebody has never
They
even
just
seen
know a
that.
spear and a lion. That's what they think that
Yes.
they think that the world itself is limited to that.
Yes, so that's true. Many of these teachings, truths we have, most of them were given based on contexts, time and space, where they were given and when. So right now, the problems we face are quite different from the problems those people faced. And so God, God in His wisdom, is releasing more knowledge, which
Yes.
we need to solve the problems currently facing us.
So you think that actually is being passed through Ubuntu?
Come again?
Is that being passed through Ubuntu?
The knowledge.
The knowledge that you're saying that now God is actually making available to humanity.
No. It's being passed through many people. What is happening is, I'm sure you've been seeing many people teaching. You understand? Teaching a lot of truth, even on TikTok, right? You've been seeing, right?
Yes.
So many people are receiving this knowledge which will come, which is required for this age, so that we can be able to solve our problems. The issue has always been when knowledge comes from God brings a certain knowledge. It's given to different people, number one, and then different levels of their intellectual growth.
Okay.
Understand? So you may find somebody knows at a knowledge at a lower level, another one higher level, like that.
Yeah. So, yes. You
just
wanna
to
add
add on
something with
that.
Yeah. Okay.
You asked on. Could you repeat the question just briefly, if you can remember it?
The religious text.
Or the religious text. So for us, what we are doing is we are not personalizing God, because when you look at religions, everyone tries to personalize God, like God is ours and our God is true and yours is not.
Yes.
So we are cognizant of the fact that God, being the creator, cannot be boxed. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
These people, let's say I'm a Christian. The Muslim was also created by God. I cannot deceive myself because I believe in Jesus that this person came from the devil. So they were created by God. So I cannot personalize God. So what we are doing is we are creating a platform. We are creating a platform where people who have now risen above the religious divisions and who just want to live by the organic laws of God that were in creation and want to create a world where people can exist harmoniously without now personalizing God to we are the right ones and God only belongs to us and your God is wrong. You understand?
Yes.
Because there's a reason why when you look at all these religions, people are sticking there for all these years. It means there is some truth that they know, or it means there is some truth that is there. And truth only comes from one source, who is God. Okay. So now it calls for us as a society to rise above all these relative truths, and we look at what truths do we need to exist harmoniously as a society, and let us apply those, which will help us now to coexist peacefully. So Ubuntu is creating a platform where those who want to now rise above the divisions can come and we can agree, can we live by these principles and live peacefully in this society?
Okay.
Yeah, so that's our target as Ubuntu.
Okay, so you don't profess on any religious book. All of them are okay, and all of them are not okay as well.
We believe that there is truth. There are truths. So
is that truth documented in any book?
Pardon?
The truth that you believe exists, you believe that it's also documented in any book. Christians believe it's documented in the Bible.
Yes.
And Muslims probably in the Quran. Ubuntu believes that it's documented in which book?
Each of these books has truth.
Okay.
So we acknowledge that they have truth in them.
So is it that Ubuntu have taken a piece and formulated their own book that now the people actually who believe in Ubuntu society will actually work with, or it is open for the Ubuntu person to just...
So for us, we have not taken, because the Bible it has a lot of context to it. So our focus has been what principles. As we are focusing on the principles. Because the problem of humanity, why we are failing, is because we don't know the principles of life. So even if you read the Bible and you don't get the principles, you will still fail. So we are rising above all the divisions, because the stories have a lot of differences. Yes. But when you take the principles, then humanity cannot fail. Yes.
So so many young people today seem to admire the Western lifestyle. How does Ubuntu come in to tap into the young that young energy that seem not? If you start telling them about Ubuntu, it even doesn't sound like them more. So how do you actually ensure that you're able to bridge that gap? As Ubuntu society, that is, Daktari.
Yes. So, like I started by saying that the problem is not even the Western lifestyle. The problem is lack of the right knowledge. You understand? The right knowledge as a young people, because as a result of not being ideal people, ideal men and women, we have created an evil environment.
Okay.
Understand? When you look at the environment we are living in, it's not a good environment. It's not. People are doing all manner of bad things.
Yes.
We have social evils like murder, theft, corruption, and sexual immorality.
Yes.
You understand? Sexual
Yes.
immorality, which is one of the worst crimes human beings are engaged in. You get?
Okay. Yes.
So that has been contributed by the kind of environment we have created as a result of being ignorant.
Yes.
Created an environment that promotes evil. You get? That promotes evil, or that brings evil to your eyes when you wake up. Like when you go to social media, what is being promoted more? It's evil, isn't it? Is it true or not true?
Yeah.
Sexual immorality. See there?
Yes.
So as a result of that, because you know what you see, it is said your eyes, what they see, they give you thoughts and images.
Yes.
We have created an environment which promotes over-sexualization of music.
Oh, okay.
You understand? That is
Yes.
the music being promoted more.
Oh,
Actually, right now, if you sing a song that doesn't promote drugs, sexual immorality, that song may not sell.
Yeah.
Those are the songs which trend. And that shows the nature of our thought system. And that has been brought by ignorance of not knowing what to do at this time.
Okay.
So now Ubuntu comes with this right knowledge, which we believe as we teach people, we change them from within, because the right change is to change people from inside out, not outside. You understand? Because from inside, that's where now we get all these bad vices.
Oh, okay.
So our approach more is to change people from within, feed them with the right knowledge, make them know the purpose why they are here to fulfill. Because many people, most young people are doing these things because they don't know the purpose why they are here. Many people don't know. They just live in, they just stay. At the end of the day, they go sleep, they wake up, they don't know why they are here. So we are trying to bring this knowledge we have been able to find out or get and package, so that now people can find meaning in their lives and then live, know their purpose, and then live attuned to that purpose, so that they don't waste their time, realize at old age that they have not fulfilled what they came here to do.
Okay, maybe I just can make a follow-up question on that. Yes. What kind of tools is it that the Ubuntu Society is actually putting in place to in their effort to create this awareness? Schools, universities, and etc. How are they also receiving that, and how are they participating in the entire Ubuntu concept, and how is it received there?
Oh, yeah, yes. So because the Ubuntu Society is at the initial stages, we're still setting up structures. We intend to develop a digital university.
What's that?
Huh?
What is that?
A digital university, a virtual university.
So
online learning. Let's say
yes.
online learning.
So the online learning is already there, but now the Ubuntu Society is trying to build to be part of the curriculum, or what do you mean by that?
Yes, we are starting with an online learning institution.
Okay, you're opening your own university that is online.
Yes, an online institution.
Okay, it has also its curriculums beyond only teaching the Ubuntu.
Yes, we'll develop modules, curriculums, and courses.
Oh, okay.
Which, after we teach people about embodying Ubuntu values, then now we impart them on with skills for survival. You understand?
Oh, okay.
Skills they can use to be able to become useful in the society.
But what starts is the Ubuntu values?
Yeah?
What comes first?
It's
The values by the Ubuntu.
We have
Yes.
created a system whereby we start with skills
Yes.
instead of values. So we are impacting people with skills because of the survival mode. So we just take children to school, impact them with skills to survive, but they don't have values. So now those are the same people who go to leadership.
Yes, and then they do whatever is happening today.
There's no values. Our slogan in our school will be character over skill.
Yes.
Train character first. We have people with PhDs, and they are doing all manner of evil things.
Are you talking about
many people with PhDs, even
people with PhD, as you said,
Yes.
who are doing all lot manner of things.
Yes.
of evil things. So you can see this person just has knowledge, but the character is pathetic. So now that's what we are trying to change. We start with molding the character.
Okay.
We start from the factory, because unless you start from the factory, like training, education, we'll never have good leaders, because good leaders come from good people.
Okay. So Odembo, are you aware of the person he's talking about? The person with the PhD with poor characters? The leadership?
I know a couple of them, but I'll not mention names here, but I know a couple.
So now the question that I wanted to ask you is that what is the role that Ubuntu is actually playing to strengthen families, so that we don't end up with people with the PhDs with poor characters, like maybe your colleague has put it?
Okay, so part of what we do after now showing people the principles through which we should live life, there's what we call the 3 life goals for every human being. Number one is harmony within. So as a person, you have your mind or your internal self, and then there's the body. So every human being has to become one. That's why we say the first goal of every human being is to become one with God. And then you meet now a partner who has also become, now this is the second life goal. You meet a partner who has become one with God, and then you form a union, you become one. And then you multiply that oneness. And then now the third life goal is now to become one with society, or I can say nature. So the society starts from the individual level and the family. So if we do not focus our values at the family, the society will break. And that is why you see right now we have a society that is broken, because people are starting the family from a wrong perspective. You yourself have not become one within, and then you go and look for someone who is also not one with themselves. So what you're going to do is you'll give birth to children who are also divided within. And that is why you see we have children who are burning schools. Because that burning, the question we should ask ourselves is, why are they burning schools? But what are we asking? People are saying that the doors should not be closed, the windows should be... You see, those are the wrong...
CCTV should be somewhere.
CCTV. So those are the wrong questions. We should ask ourselves, how comes these young children are having this evil kind of mindset? So it all comes back to how the family was started.
So I think that the Ubuntu Society is actually addressing that as well.
Yes. It is one of our main priorities. We prioritize family is the root of everything. That's why we start by changing the individual. If you are changed as an individual and you have a partner who is changed, then we don't even need to worry about the economic. You will just find yourself in alignment.
So if you are changed, you must have a partner who is changed. So it means that if I'm Ubuntu, in the Ubuntu Society, I also need to marry right within from Ubuntu.
Not necessarily, because we are not a society that is we're not gathering people to stay within us. Our work is to pass the knowledge, and then you go and change society where you are. Now it is upon you to know that now you are conscious about this thing. How can you go and live how can you live with someone who is not conscious? You see, so you need, when you become conscious and you become harmonious with God yourself, for you to now give, because your DNA carries the blueprint of the people that you come from. So the nature that you have, we transport it or we direct it to our children. So it is now incumbent upon you to look for a person who has also done the work as you have, so that when you are coming together, you give birth to children who are aligned. Does it make sense?
I think giving birth to children who are aligned might be far-fetched. You
Not-
are your
not-
children, you just teach them.
Yes.
Because we have pastors who have children who are strippers, right?
It means what does it mean then? What does it mean then?
Because you can't give what you don't have. A good tree, can it give birth to a bad fruit? Can it?
It's against principles of creation. Just look at creation. Look at everything in creation. The seed has the potential to give birth to what it carries.
And they usually say you will know them by
Their
what?
fruits.
So a child is the fruit. That pastor you have said, that's his fruit. So that's how you can
So it
know-
means that the pastor
that's
in
how
the
you
middle
can
of
know
the
whether he's good or
so in
not.
the middle of the night, pastors move to the stripping club,
They may not
and now the fruits is revealing exactly the
They may
person.
not do stripping, but it means they have the evil nature is still in them.
They have not dealt with the part of themselves that is now being now.
Let me
transported
ask:
outside.
the moment you've dealt with that completely,
Yeah.
does it mean that your offspring automatically, without you putting any work, they automatically become that because you worked on yourself? You don't have to train them, even if they go to expose to other kids. Their nature is this, and
Let me
that's how it works.
No.
respond.
Let me answer and then we'll.
There's something we call a human being is a product of two things:
Yes, number one.
gene,
Mm.
what we call genotype,
Mm.
and environment.
Mm.
So those, when we are training somebody, you are trying to make sure they are aligned so that their gene, the DNA makeup. You understand? It's because as you get more knowledge, as you gather more knowledge, you find that you also change within yourself. So knowledge is to change you, but it doesn't end there. Person is also a product of the environment. So now that's why we are forming a society, so that the people have changed, and then we also change the environment. So the
Yes.
product of that person will be good. Even right now, you have talked about pastors. It's good. Maybe the pastor may be good. Yeah, the gene is good. We don't say the pastor is evil. You understand? He may be good, but a person is not a product of just your gene. What about the environment? If it's still evil, that environment will still make that person an evil person, even if you are a good person. That's why, as human being, we cannot ignore changing the environment to be good. By environment, I mean changing the other people around you also to be good people. That way, now, an ideal person will come forth. But if a child is brought up in an area where he's seen a lot of evil, a lot of sexual immorality, people, a lot of drunkenness, drugs, there is a high chance that child will also do those things. A very high chance.
Okay.
But there is
So that it doesn't matter whether the parents did the
Doesn't
work towards themselves or not.
It doesn't matter as
Okay.
long as the environment is still. But there's something
okay.
just in one minute I wanted to add on the family. What
Yes.
we are doing about the family is you realize that people come together because they want to experience love. Let's say a couple. Is it
Yes.
true or not true?
It is true.
It is true, right? So who is the owner of love?
I believe
God.
the creator.
God is love. So if God is not the center of the family, do you think that family will have love? Will have true love?
Now, God is love according to the Bible, right?
Yes.
So those are part of the truths
Yes.
that you believe in the
Yes.
Bible.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
God is
But
love.
you are not willing to disclose at this point in time the half truths and the lies that maybe the same
No,
other
we
books, some
just,
of those
we
other
just
books.
focus on the good ones. There's
Okay.
no need
But
to
the bad
focus-
ones are there.
Usually don't focus on the negative things.
What I'm just saying is that the same book might be having those bad ones, but you don't want to focus on them.
You just focus on the good things. Yeah?
But you see now, the same population we are talking about might be focusing on those bad ones, and it's
The
good
main-
for you. The same population that you are working towards reforming
Yeah.
might be focusing on those bad ones, and it is important for the Ubuntu society to come out clean and tell them that we are focusing on this part that says that God is love,
Yeah.
and we are not focusing on this other part that says this and this. So we tell our people and the people who would want to join Ubuntu society not to focus on this, but focus on this. Not a vague answer when it comes to the evil part,
What
but a
usually
very
do-
clear one. When
What you usually do when you are teaching, you only teach about the good things. Eh?
but ignore the bad ones.
Yeah, because once you teach about the bad ones,
You're giving it
it
energy.
creates awareness that it exists. You understand? Even your children, if they grow in an area whereby they are just taught the good things, they won't even know whether the bad things exist. You understand? Then they
Do
will-
you know how far behind that brought our society as far as sexual education is? Today, people talk about sexual education with
Yes.
with their children, and the society gets even more aware.
Yes.
Your kids get exposed to know the dangers,
Yes.
and they're able to salvage themselves from a lot of problems out there. If we continue with that narrative, don't you think that the Ubuntu society somehow seem misplaced and might catch up later?
Which narrative?
That you only identify the good and ignore the evil, that you don't teach your public about what that evil is and how to evade it.
Okay. Can I just
Yeah. Go
what we do in Ubuntu basically is we have observed society. There's a lot of division, there's a lot of debate, and after people finish debating, there's no call to action. So what we are doing is we are looking at life, how ideally it's supposed to be lived.
Okay.
So we are spending our energy to show people how to live life. So if it's a family, how should we establish a family? If it's a community, how should we establish it? If we focus much energy on teaching people the right way to do things, then naturally by them knowing this knowledge, they will stop doing the negative. But let's say right now, people are having like sex everywhere, okay? If you teach a person the ideal way in which sex should be done, the repercussions of not doing it the right way, you see, as opposed to now teaching them the negativity. Whatever you give energy to, it multiplies. So when we focus on showing people the ideal way in which things should be done, it gives energy to that. So people become more aware. So this is how sex should be done. This is how a family should be built.
So you don't tell people that this is how it should be done and this is how it should not be done.
No, we tell it. We tell them, but we don't focus our energy to delve more on the negative, because it's a rabbit hole.
Okay.
There is so much things that are being done negatively. It's better to educate people on the right way to do things, then it has more impact or more fruits.
Okay.
To give you an example, like money. Do you teach people the fake money or the original? You teach the original, and then anything not.
It depends. It depends. If I don't, maybe the person you're talking about here is a banker, or somebody who is more likely to end up in a teller machine, you'll also tell them how to identify the fake money.
Yeah, by teaching them
The original.
So you tell
Once
them that this is
you
the
teach them
original,
Yes.
and these are the features of the original. So if
Yes.
somebody present to you this
And
kind of a
yeah.
note,
without
this is
this.
fake, and this is how you take that process going forward.
Yeah, so
But-
That's what
mainly
I'm saying.
usually focus on the original.
Because it's one. The original is just one.
But fake can be many versions, isn't it? But original is just one. So with regards to forming family, the first thing is to make sure each person is anchored with God as the center. Because once you are one with God, you'll become a loving person. Because God is the one who is the owner of love.
Oh, okay.
So you'll become a loving person. So if it means you'll be able to give love because you have God who is love.
That is true. Amen.
Do you know that your body is the temple of God? So God should dwell inside you. You become one with Him, and then as a result, when you get a spouse, you'll be able to give them love. Because if you don't have God, where will you give them love from? Because you can't give something you don't have. And then now the the spouse, let's say if it's a man, the lady also does the same, becomes one with God. Then the two join in holy matrimony. And as they join in holy matrimony, definitely they will bear good children, because good tree produces a good fruit.
Yeah.
And then now we change the environment.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now I think that is well put. Huh? How is Ubuntu itself, the society itself? What are the strategies that they're using to empower the young population, the youth, and also help in reduction of crime, among others? The question is, what sport is it that the Ubuntu society is taking the podium to help in empowering the youth and help prevent crime and also advocate against drug abuse, etc.?
So, okay.
Okay,
So-
either of you can pick
I
that.
can
Huh?
go. So our approach is two ways, and as he said, we are in the formative stage. We are now building the structures.
Yes.
So what we do, our first approach is to first of all teach people the principles of life.
Okay.
Like these are the principles of truth that we should live by. So once the person has the truth, then you cannot just feed on the truth. You live in a world, so you need to actually be useful. So each of these person has what we call the original value. This is what God created them to come and do. So inside Ubuntu, we have structured the society to have 13 pillars. These 13 pillars are divided into various segments. There's arts, there's conscious leadership, there's agriculture, there's innovation and tech. So what we are doing is we are bringing people who are now conscious of how they will do things with the society in mind to come and plug into the society.
Okay.
So we are coming up with like innovative ways that we can help progress our society that maybe do not require necessarily the government to come in, but we can just use our mind and the locally available resources to create solutions. So as we teach them the truth, we are establishing the structures through which they can come and plug in to the society. So they find usefulness, they help others in the society, and now the community grows. Yeah, so we are establishing, we already have that structure.
Yes.
We are now equipping it with the necessary programs that we can do in the different localities within the country.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so you want to add something on that?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Basically, because you need to identify the skill or talent somebody has.
Yes.
Yeah, because how we have been approaching life as a society is people are being pushed to areas which are not in line with what their talents are. You understand? Just being told become a doctor, become a lawyer, become an engineer. As a result, that has brought a lot of confusion among people.
Yes.
Because you are doing something, but you love playing football.
Your purpose, your calling.
Your purpose.
Yeah.
So once you know the truth, you'll be able to identify your purpose.
Okay.
Like you said, now we have departments whereby even if you are a footballer, there's still a department you can plug in.
Okay.
If you are passionate, there are people whose passion is farming. Understand?
Yes.
We have,
Like our director here is so passionate in
somebody
farming.
is in communications like you.
Yes.
There's still space for them, but now our difference is because we are conscious, we are raising conscious people. It becomes easy because you are working with people who don't just share. You are not relating economically. You share values.
Yes.
Because imagine you working with people you share values. It becomes easy.
It becomes so easy. So do you think that maybe technology has, from the Ubuntu perspective, technology has brought us so together or has drifted us apart?
Technology has advanced humanity. The reason why we are looking at the Ubuntu's approach is because anything that is not done consciously creates more harm than good. So technology is good for humanity. We need technology. But if it's not conscious, then the technology focuses on profit rather than advancing humanity. So you look at, someone looks at technology, then they ask how much will it bring, not how many people will it help.
Okay.
So now, the reason why we are focusing on elevating the consciousness of people is to just remind people that your first obligation is service to humanity, not profit. Because there was a time in Africa we didn't need money and we survived harmoniously.
Yeah.
So we have lost that because everyone is chasing money, and as long as the profit becomes the goal, then anything that comes through that channel will not serve humanity.
Okay.
Yeah, it will be harmful.
So now with this technological advancement that we're having today, do you think that the elders have as a place in actually determining the course of the society from the Ubuntu perspective? Because I think Ubuntu seems like is somehow some form of ancient. It's not a very, very kind of a Gen Z thing, right? So with this kind of technology, where does the elders plug in giving direction to the society?
Let me.
Go ahead. No
So
problem.
Ubuntu is a mix of both the elderly and the young.
Okay.
So we need the wisdom of the elders, because our elders lived in a society where everyone was conscious, you know. So that's why there was harmonious living in their time.
Yes.
But we also acknowledge that we cannot do without technology. We are in an age where, where does technology come from? That knowledge comes from God. So the only way God gives us technology is to advance our livelihood. The role of the elders is now to give us the guidelines so that even as you advance in technology, do not forsake the consciousness of humanity. Like, do not forsake the welfare of people for the sake of profit. So they give us the parameters for values. The role of the elders.
Being that the technology comes from God, and I think here in this part of the world, Africans, we pray a lot, right?
Yes.
But God prefers to give this technology to those who don't pray so much.
Yes.
How does Ubuntu look at this? As in, if you go to Udhiru, there is a church that's a church after every church. There's a church after every. I don't know whether you get it. Yes. So in a street like this, there might be 20 churches from here to Pronto, the other side where you mentioned earlier. Yeah. But we are not trusted as the most prayerful part of the world. We are not trusted with that technology, and God would prefer to give them that technology. Those who don't even pray, like people from Wuhan, China.
Let me give one principle, and then he'll continue.
Okay, go ahead.
I told you I've grown up in Christianity, and
Yes.
it has taught me a lot. And one thing, there's one quote that I had one time that I didn't understand it, but I later came to understand it. I read somewhere, there's someone who said that Christians love Jesus, but they don't know his principles. But the people in the world who don't know Jesus, they understand his principles. So we pray, or Christians pray, even in the things that you're now supposed to use logic, your mind, you're still in prayer.
Yeah.
But others who don't have the spiritual dimension, they look at when it comes to the physical world, it only requires logic and intellect. So the prayer is to receive wisdom. The application requires logic or intellect. So you don't pray to translate something in the physical. There are principles. Let's say for this studio to be set up, you don't pray. You go look for a designer, you buy the equipment, you set up. That does not require prayer. So we don't know, or Christians don't know how to translate the knowledge that they have into actual physical results. Probably you can continue.
Yeah, that's true. And I would say that's a very good question you've asked.
Thank you, and congratulations to me.
It's a very good question you asked. And our view about, like we told you about religion, Christianity, Muslim, and all those. is we believe to some level they are part of the problem. All religions, not just Christianity, they are part of the problem causing division. You understand?
Okay, so religion has participated hugely in
Bring division,
bring division, and that's the solution that Ubuntu has today.
Yes.
Right.
So,
okay.
In that divisive state, any entity or any being that is divided, whether within itself, as an organization, as a movement, as a Christianity, that I'd say God does not. You can't realize its purpose when it's divided. It's like a family. You get?
Yeah.
Imagine a family when the husband and wife are not in union, in unison or agreeing.
Yes.
Can that family progress?
No, it can't.
Don't you see divisions in Christianity? Are there divisions? There is a lot of divisions, isn't it?
Yes.
So why it can't realize its purpose as a
including the beliefs in Ubuntu. There's also form part of another division inside there.
No.
You believe that you're united the entire. You are rising above all that.
We are rising above all those divisions.
Okay.
So any being that is divided, it cannot realize its purpose.
Oh, okay.
As a country, if we are not united, that's why you are seeing we are suffering as a country, because we are not united. Because disunity is not natural. Do you understand?
Okay.
When you hear about universe, uni means one.
Yes.
It comes from the word one.
Yes,
so
sorry.
God exists as a united being. So if we have, and if you form anything that is disunited, that people, that group, that entity will not realize its purpose of existence. You get?
Okay.
So that is why you see we have all these prayers, but people don't know that that division alone is enough for Christianity not to realize its purpose. Another thing about China being blessed
yes.
With the technology, realize that civilization usually follows a certain pattern. You understand? There's a way it goes following a certain pattern. It started in Africa, ancient civilization, Egyptian civilization is the original civilization. So it doesn't mean we have never been civilized. We have been civilized. We got knowledge which they don't even have right now. If you research about pyramids, they can't make the pyramids right now, and they were made by black men. So you cannot say God blesses Chinese. You can see clearly. And when you dig deeper, you realize we had all these things which exist. There was electricity, there was all these things. They existed in ancient Africa. But then, because civilization follows certain pattern, that civilization ended at some point. Many years ago, 1,000 years, over 10,000 years ago, it came and ended and moved to the great rivers. It went to Rome. You understand? It went to Rome, and then we had the Roman Empire, which lasted for about I think 1,000 years or around there. You understand? And then Rome came tumbling down. Then it moved to the Great Britain, the island nation of Great Britain.
Yes.
Britain was called itself the nation or the empire where the sun never sets, because it conquered the whole world. Kenya was part of Britain. British protectorate from 1890, right?
Yes.
So now Australia was Britain, Canada was Britain, Jamaica, US itself was part of Britain, but it came tumbling down after some time. You understand?
Yes.
Then now civilization now moved to America, and then it has lasted since the Second World War. You understand? America has been the leader of the free world. You understand?
Yeah.
So now that's how civilizations move. Now it's moving to east, to China, Japan, those countries.
Yes.
That's where the next civilization is moving to. And then now it will have made a complete circuit of the globe. Then it will come back where?
To Africa. Even though the chances look so slim.
No, it will. It's like going around and then coming back where it started.
Oh, okay.
That's why you hear many people who are talking about the next civilization
Revival.
they are talking about, it's Africa.
Yeah.
After China. And China will not, China, Japan, they will not last so long as a civilization.
Maybe 1,000 years.
No. The reason is because they are centered on mainly on communism. And communism is an atheistic ideology. It doesn't recognize the existence of God. That is the only downside. And then it will come.
How is communism?
It's centered on atheism. You go read the ideology.
Okay.
They don't believe there is a creator. They only believe the leader is the supreme leader. So when you go and you like you are healed of a disease, thank the supreme leader. You can check North Korea.
No, for North Korea, the way they practice their communism look a little different. But communism seems to be more Ubuntu than
it's a defective form.
The socialism and all that seem like you are because we are, as opposed to the capitalism whereby I can actually scrap you and even as long as I
but
contain.
In Ubuntu, the way we perceive it, God has to be at the center. You cannot remove God in any way. God has to be the center.
So yours is a religious Ubuntu.
Listen,
Not
as in, is that the way you
communism? Communism, God research, actually they teach atheism in the ideology, even in Russia. So much as it's a good way of living as human beings, but now once you remove God, the God should be the center because there is a creator, but then they deny that there is a creator. And that's the only downside of communism.
But you know, these Christians are there in Russia. Yes, which is a communist state.
They are there, but
even the Uyghur societies and all that. If you look at the way they operate in China and all that, somehow there's some element of a belief on a supreme being. They might not call it God.
In a small, they are like the main ideology which China was built centered on is communism. You understand?
Oh, yes, it is communism. Yes,
but.
Because we can look at the communism like Ujamaa in Tanzania, but they still believe in God. Or is it not the same thing?
They have already, the people believe in God, the ideology itself, the architect of the ideology, they centered it on atheism. You understand? So the center of the ideology is atheistic.
But right now they are moving well because now they have mixed the communism, socialism plus making it on a bedrock of capitalism. So now you can see more billionaires coming out in China, as opposed to be that the structure up there still looks like it's more communist.
Yeah, but I'm just telling you that the bedrock of atheism is an ideology. Because along the way, maybe other people realize now we need to change a bit this. But the bedrock of the ideology itself, Karl Marx who developed it, Friedrich Engels, they anchored it on atheism. So, so if you do anything else, then that's not communism.
So the moment you you do not believe that God exists, then that kingdom is more likely to crumble down.
It must crumble because
why?
Because God is the center of the universe. So anything, because God is eternal, and you are not what you are doing is not anchored to Him. It can't last. How can it last?
As in the acknowledgement, or what?
Yeah, putting God at the center of that.
No, so just that they acknowledging that He does exist and give glory to Him. That is what makes this kingdom to last.
Not worship. Not worship. You see, there are certain wisdom that you cannot receive concerning life if you don't acknowledge that there is a higher source that gives that wisdom.
Oh, okay.
You understand? So now, when you teach people to only rely on our own capacity, the day that capacity fails, then they don't know where to go to.
Oh, okay,
but you see, when you have a society that acknowledges there is a supreme being like God, let's say if I receive the wisdom to take Kenya forth, and for some reason I fail, then another person can receive that same wisdom and the country will listen to them because they have been trained to know that human beings rely on God who is superior to all of us.
Okay.
So there is more avenues for the country to progress. It's
Okay.
not limited to a certain belief.
Oh, okay. Does that explain the reason as to why China get more of their technology from espionage against the Americans who believe in God? Is that what you're trying to say?
Not really. Actually, what is there, it doesn't mean if you don't have God, you won't progress.
No, progressing, yes.
You
But
can,
now, nothing of yours is original because China, you find like, you see the B-52 Spirit bomber. They also have their own version
Yeah.
through espionage.
Yeah.
So they can only duplicate whatever is happening from those people who believe in God. Is that what you're saying? Because
There's a lot.
where the original is
Yeah.
from the Americans.
Yeah.
The Americans built the original and they believe in God.
You can
What's
see they have
preventing
to do-
China from making their own is because they don't believe in God. Therefore, they have to have a lot of spies around those who believe in God for them to get the technology. And probably that's what you're saying.
Look at the way China. Look at most products. Why do we, when you're looking at a product, why do people say the fake one is made in China? Why do they call fake things made in China?
Maybe because China don't believe in God.
It's because the
What do
most
you
of
think,
the
Dexter?
things that are original, they duplicate it and then they have mass production. Because there was a time I was reading a certain writing that was talking about how they have been able to remove 800 million people out of poverty. There is a certain point in time when they were setting up these industries. And the condition was that for you to come and set up an industry in their nation, you have to teach their people that knowledge. So it was a condition for you to set up a factory. That knowledge has to be transferred to their people. So yes, they do have some original ideas, but most of the ideas they get from other countries, then they just make a hybrid of it. If you identify, most of their things are replicas of an original. So they get it from somewhere, but they do also have their
Just to
ideas.
add, just in a minute. Also, you remember, we don't say that when you don't have God, you won't prosper. You will prosper. You will.
Will you?
You will.
Okay.
Do you know why?
Why?
You will prosper. The only difference is one. The prosperity of which is not centered on God doesn't last long.
Oh, okay.
It's
okay,
like,
okay.
let me tell you, let me give you an example. Like there's somebody doing genuine business, following all the legal procedures. And then we have another one who has built his business, like living recklessly, maybe doing evil things, maybe like stealing and all that. Of course, when you are stealing, it clearly means you are not aligned with God. You are not, because God does not
condone stealing.
not condone that.
Yes.
So which business is among those two is likely to last?
The one where you do it genuinely.
Exactly. But doesn't mean the one who is doing this thing, they will look like they are prospering for some time.
Yeah.
And then over time now it starts crumbling. So it's the same even for communism, which is based on atheism.
Oh,
That
okay.
they will still prosper, but now it can't last. It reaches a point whereby now, if God is not involved, now it has to go down again.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So now let us just have a look at an ideal society whereby Ubuntu has dominated, and everybody is Ubuntu. So, if that community was to be replicated in Kenya today, what are the first changes we will see in our governance, in the livelihoods of our people, etc.?
Number one is people will drop all links of enmity.
Oh, okay.
Because Ubuntu means I am because we are.
Yes.
And after that, after links of enmity, which is based on religion, tribe, and all manner of enmity. Once they are dropped, now people will live in as one. You understand? They live as one. Then begin to solving problems as one. And as a result of that, somebody will, each person will know that their activities affect the other. So we won't have even corruption in an Ubuntu aligned society.
Oh, okay.
There will not be corruption first.
Yes.
It will be a society whereby people are interdependent. They depend on each other. You understand?
Yes.
Right now, people are looking of how to steal from the nation, isn't it? To steal from the other person. But in an Ubuntu aligned community, we'll be focusing on how Kenya as a country can elevate. You understand?
Okay.
So people will want to even give more to the country to see the nation prosper.
Oh, okay.
And it will not be a nation where people, we have some people living better than others. We should not have a society whereby we have people who are trillionaires or billionaires. We have other people who don't even.
I can't even afford a meal a day. Okay.
That society is not an Ubuntu aligned society. Will have what we call mutual prosperity.
Oh, okay.
Interdependence, whereby we depend on each other, meaning we can't harm each other.
Yes.
Mutual prosperity, whereby we prosper together.
Yes.
And then we'll have shared values.
Okay.
Right now, we don't share values. The values in Christianity are different from the values in Islam.
Yes.
And that brings a lot of problems.
So how does Ubuntu society actually contribute in fighting corruption and even the responsibilities and stuff like that, considering where we are as a society today?
Our approach is to train the individual. We train the individual.
The corrupt individual?
Yes.
You are training them on how not to be corrupt.
You see, we are all human beings and we come from one source. The reason why I started by mentioning we are teaching on absolute truth is because the absolute truth work for every human being.
Yes.
The moment you are introduced to this truth and you are conscious, you see the reason why people are stealing right now is because they have relative truth. So someone thinks that when you steal, that there is no consequence to what you have done. That's why they steal billions and they don't think that there will be repercussions. So the world we live in is not linear. It's cyclical in nature.
Yes.
So every action you do, it will come back to you or your children.
Oh, okay.
So when we bring this awareness to someone, we don't even force anyone to change. We just teach you. This is what you're
doing. Do you
doing.
also identify these corrupt people before you start teaching them? Or just teach the community as a whole, somebody to pick whatever they're picking?
We are teaching everyone.
Yeah.
but now
you would identify somebody, you go to the Auditor General's report and say, Governor hapa bana. Kalamu moja 150,000. Wewe unahitaji Ubuntu ikusomee makatiba kidogo wewe bana. Then you go to that particular person who is corrupt. Teach them.
Yeah.
That's what you guys are doing?
So we plan to go to that level. Yeah, right now we're just starting on creating the awareness. But we intend to even reach these people who are doing those things. Because it's one thing when you do something ignorantly. It's another when you know there is consequences that will actually follow you if you continue in that path. And it's a path to destruction.
Okay.
Can I add something?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes. So now, what we are doing, we are reaping the fruits of, like that question about corruption.
Yes.
We are reaping the fruits of a system which we have been going through for many years. Okay. This environment you have created here, it has not been created in the last few years. A corrupt environment. You get. It's an environment which started almost 70 years ago when we got independence. So a corrupt environment has been created since independence.
Okay, so it is a foreign kind of system that has been introduced to us.
I'd say it's foreign, but still can still be used.
It has been embraced.
we embraced it. But what I mean is corruption has been embedded since Kenya was founded.
Okay.
So now we have just progressed until we reach a level whereby now we are reaping the fruits of something which has been happening continuously. You would say there is a time whereby we had a country which did not have incorruptible people, isn't it? Including, you realize, including all the presidents, I'm just being honest. You would say they were absolute, they were incorruptible people, all of them. You understand? And as a result, now that has trickled down until everybody in the country has corrupt tendencies. You understand? Because if it's being done from the top, it means the other people will find themselves also doing the same. So to change this society, this is something that has taken over 70 years, happening every time. So to change the society, do not think it will happen in an instant. Us just going to teach somebody to change. You understand?
Yes.
Because it's something that is embedded in all the levels of existence. So to remove it is not just to go to the auditor's report to change. It needs to be systemized, because the corruption has been systemized, is in all the systems. There is no system you can go. If you go to education, go to security, you'll find corruption. So it's already in the system.
It is indeed in the
So
system.
what should happen, then the process to remove the corruption should also be systematic, gradually, so that all the levels, at the end of the day, incorruptible people find themselves in there, and then the whole system is changed. So I usually don't support the idea of saying like you just go to somebody. Because we should set a system which can be able to read out corruption.
Auto-cleans it out.
Auto-clean itself.
Yeah,
not
yes,
somebody who goes to tell somebody to change. That is not sustainable.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It should be a system. We just indoctrinate the mind with incorruptible nature.
Oh, okay,
So that
okay.
somebody,
And
even
law
when they
abiding,
are alone,
in fact, law abiding nature, whereby they're just able to abide by the law, whether they're
themselves.
seen or not.
even
Yes.
when they are alone.
Oh, okay.
Right now, as long as somebody is not seen, even the people not in those positions, they will still do evil. So it's something that will take time, number one, and it needs a very structured approach. It should even start from at an early age, so that now the next generation will come when they are absolute.
So you introduce it in our curriculum as well.
Yes.
Okay, so as an Ubuntu lesson, so what would
It's
you
an
introduce?
Ubuntu unit.
Oh, okay. So, Ambassador Udembo,
Yes.
Is it true to say that a member of the Ubuntu, who is as strong as you are in the Ubuntu principles and doctrines, do you people also die?
I mean, every human being dies. It's
Oh, you also, like any other human being, you also die?
Yes, we don't
Immortal,
live in
you're
an
not immortal?
illusion. Yes, we.
Oh, okay.
human
So when
beings
you die, where do you go? Do you go to heaven? If at all are religious, as in somebody, an Ubuntu who has actually kept the word and fought a good fight,
Yes.
where does that Ubuntu go?
So
heaven.
human beings have two natures. There's the external form, which is the body,
Yes.
and then there's the internal, which is your spirit. So your spirit is connected to the divine, who's God.
Okay.
So when you die, this is the body that we drop off.
You
and we
mutate
return-
into a spirit.
And then we return back to our original form, which is connected to God.
Okay. So
Yeah.
that is where the Ubuntu goes.
Not the Ubuntu. We
I'm
return
just
back
talking
to
about the. I'm talking to a member of the Ubuntu society.
Yes.
Yes. So there is something you believe about death and after death, after
Yes.
life, and stuff like that.
Yes.
How does it work within the Ubuntu society?
So we believe that when you die, you leave this body
Behind.
because this body is not you.
No, this body
when-
has to be left behind, whether you're an
Yes.
atheist or not. It has to
When-
remain behind, right?
Because when you drop here, I will not
Yeah.
say that this is you. This is your body.
Yes.
So-
So where does your soul go as an Ubuntu?
So it goes back to the Creator.
The Creator,
Yes.
which
to
is in
God.
heaven.
You can call it heaven,
Uh,
but wherever the Creator is,
How does
you
the
go
Ubuntu
back.
call it?
We don't have a name.
Not
Because where God is, you see,
Okay.
you cannot box God in heaven because
Oh.
heaven is created, isn't it?
Ye-
Heaven is created, right?
I don't know. Me,
So-
mimi sijui.
Okay,
Naona
let's-
we heard that there is
If-
heaven and
if-
there's
if-
hell.
if we
But
use-
personally, I'm going to heaven.
Yes.
You
if-
see that street
Mhm.
next to Gabriel Center,
Yes.
Gabriel Avenue,
Yes.
Angel Gabriel Avenue,
Yes. So if we use
adjacent to Abraham.
Mhm.
Nini?
Abraham
Lane.
Avenue, yeah.
Yes. Hapo niko na shamba hapo.
Yeah.
20 acres.
So-
Ndio jenga nyumba yangu hapo.
So if we use even the biblical concept where there is heaven and earth, and the Bible clearly states they were created. So if God created heaven and earth, there
Yes.
where was he before he created?
I don't know.
Because you cannot exist
Help us.
inside your creation.
But I think
So-
God gets beyond matter, time, and
Yeah,
space.
so that's why I'm saying
Yeah.
once we leave this world,
Mm.
we are united back with the Creator. So wherever that is, because you cannot
So you
say
guys have created your own religion now,
no, it's not our own religion
because that's a belief on its own.
God cannot fit inside heaven, right? Because if you create something, where was he before he created the heaven?
Okay.
Do you get?
So God did not create an habit, but you can make a house and be inside that house.
But you will not fit in fully in that house. You can manifest inside it, but you cannot. Okay, it's like the phone. When Steve Jobs created the iPhone, it carries his personality. But does he fit inside the phone? No.
As a person getting inside that phone like that, or what do you mean?
No.
What are you talking about, ambassador?
Let me try to explain.
Yeah.
Okay, let him explain.
You realize that there is usually dual existence of universe. Not universe, anything, everything that exists.
In the physical and in the
Called
spiritual.
Dual.
Yeah.
We understand.
Dual, you mean
Meaning
duality,
two,
or
yeah, everything exists in two.
what do you mean? Duality
Like let's say human beings, there is male
and female. Yeah, that's
If
duality.
if you look at above and
Below.
front, back.
That's a concept.
For your case now, like you said,
Mm.
you have the spirit
The
and
physical.
the physical.
Yes.
So everything exists in the form of something which is invisible, and another you can and another one you can see. You understand? Let's take an example. The laptop. There is the software
And the hardware.
and the hardware. You
Absolutely.
can't see the software hata ukifungua.
Yes.
You can see the hardware. So when you look at nature, there is dual existence of something invisible and something visible. Another example is food you are eating. Can you see the energy inside the food?
You can't.
But you can see the food.
Yes.
So it means there is an invisible existence and a visible
Existence,
of
yes.
nature.
Yes.
That applies to all levels, even in universe.
Yes.
There is the visible aspect of the universe,
And
then
the
there is the
Yes.
invisible.
Okay. So when the Ubuntu dies, where does it go?
So now you relate with your the invisible aspect of the universe. That is where God.
That's where God is.
Not really. The invisible aspect is where the invisible beings stay. Like now, what you as a Christian you call heaven. You understand? So that's where the invisible beings stay, including angels who are.
Does the Ubuntu believe in heaven?
Huh?
Does the
Believe
Ubuntu
in the
society believe?
spiritual- There is a physical realm.
There's a spiritual
and a
habitat.
spiritual realm.
Yes.
You can call it heaven depending on the language. Other people will call it something.
But how do you call it as Ubuntu?
We call it spiritual realm. A spiritual realm and physical realm.
So you guys also
So
resemble
once-
the African.
let me finish. So once somebody dies, because the body is physical, where does it go? To the
Spiritual realm.
physical realm.
The body.
The body goes to the physical.
Yeah.
Yes.
So then the spirit, because they have been separated, now the spirit goes to the
Spiritual realm.
realm.
Oh,
Call
okay.
it heaven or something else.
Oh, okay. So it resembles the African spirituality
Yeah,
completely.
resemble, yeah,
Oh,
we
okay.
believe there is a spiritual
Okay, so the Ubuntu society is built on the grounds of the African spirituality.
It borrows
A
a
lot.
lot from African spirituality.
At what point do they depart?
Huh?
At what point do they
Because,
depart?
we don't say everything in the African spirituality was absolute or perfect.
Okay.
There are also some things because if it was ideal, it would not have been overtaken by these other foreign beliefs. You understand?
Okay.
It means it was not perfect. So we just pick the good things, especially the belief in a creator. We pick that. The belief in humanness, connectedness of humanity and nature. Those concepts are universal.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
He says that the Ubuntu society is not perfect, and they've picked some things from. Okay, not that the Ubuntu society is not perfect. They say that the African spirituality, amongst other concepts, are not perfect. So Ubuntu society has picked a few from anywhere else. Is there any way you can identify where the Ubuntu society is not perfect?
Okay, so what I can say is that we have looked at society as a whole, and we have looked at the different religions, different beliefs. We have looked at the good things that we can bring together to create a society where everyone can come in. Now we are trying to bring people together to form this society. It will not be easy because people are coming from different places with different beliefs and different foundations. You're trying to create an ideal society where people can exist harmoniously, and you know that they are coming from a different background. So there's a lot of, before everyone is at the same level, there's a lot of sifting and sieving and polishing that we have to do so that we get everyone to have the right understanding or the same understanding.
Yes.
Because it's very delicate, especially when it comes to what people believe in and how they have been brought up.
Yes.
So we will make mistakes as we grow. We will have challenges, but our focus is to just try to look at what can we pick in all this that we can use to create a society where we can live in harmony.
How old is this society? So far?
We are roughly 1 year old right now.
1 year now. Oh,
Yes.
Okay. So I believe that there's a whole way to go. Now, as we conclude, Daktari, I want to just conclude by asking a very, very kind of a controversial question. You can choose to say pass. You don't. Yeah. So, what is the view or the belief of the Ubuntu society when it comes to matters LGBTQ?
Yeah, you see now, I'd say.
But don't say you are with us. I am with us, like Muthuse. If it is hot, you just say no. It's okay. Pass.
So I'm trying
It's,
to
to find
very
diplomatic. Okay. It's a sensitive topic, right?
It's quite sensitive, but the way we view life, we believe there's something we call dual existence of nature.
Like what we've just mentioned a few minutes ago. Yes.
Dual existence of nature.
Yes.
And when you look at all nature, not just human beings, the problem with human beings is we try to solve problems thinking we are the center of the universe.
Yes.
So everything
Are we not?
doing,
Are we not?
no, we are not.
Okay.
God is the center of the universe.
Oh, okay.
So we should do everything
Yes.
with God,
At
the
the center.
creator in mind, what he envisioned. Then everything was created to fulfill a certain purpose. You get? Let's say, for example, like a lady. Understand?
Yes.
A lady is created to be a lady.
Yes.
A man is created to be
A
a
man.
man. So there is no way you can
Alter
there's
that.
There is no way that can be altered because it's not way. There is no way that can be altered. It's just a law of nature which cannot be changed by anybody. The same way you can't change you can't change like male dog to be a female dog. You understand? And that way. So we believe in absoluteness of those principles. So if somebody is created to be a lady, we believe they're supposed to maintain that, to be a lady. Not to be a lady, because there's a reason why God didn't want you specific to be feminine, wanted the other person to be masculine. So with that being said, is we know like that group of people, that society of people, we don't deny that they exist, but because they are also not, you look at the percentage, it's less than 1%. You understand? We would want to focus on the ones which are more like, no, the other straight people ideal, the 99%, as opposed to focusing on the 1%. It's just like in a company when things are being made, they're supposed to come out like this, like with following certain set guidelines, okay? And then some deviate from those guidelines. You focus on the ones which have come out the way you wanted them to come out. You understand? And then the others, of course, we don't say that people hate them or something, but they should not be a it should not be a focus, because in terms of percentage, they are very few, and I believe the universe and God has a way of how is going to deal with such people. So as Ubuntu, we believe in absoluteness of the, if somebody is a man, we believe a man should remain a man, and a woman should remain a woman.
Okay.
Yes.
So maybe this now, the last but not least,
Yes.
Ambassador Odhiambo,
Yes.
you guys are heavily funded, and now that you're heavily funded, just maybe mnaniwacha aje bana, mnaona ni
Why do we believe we are funded?
you're not?
We are not funded.
Self-funded?
What we're doing is we are, most of the people in the Ubuntu, let me say all, it's volunteer.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
because we are society anchored on values.
Okay.
Yeah, so even us, when we get the funding, we'll call you, but not now.
It's important. It's important you call
Yes.
me. As an, as I also believe in the same values you guys believe in, and I think you guys are doing a good job.
Thank you.
Unless there is anything so burning from your side, Daktari, then I think we'll bring the interview to a close.
Mine is to appreciate you for having us.
Sure.
Yes.
Sure.
And we hope to be back soon.
Yes, we appreciate that you made time to have a conversation with us, and for sure we'll continue having this over and again.
Thank you.
Yeah. So members of the public, it has been a great conversation that we've been able to have at our RIBA SASA show with the members of the Ubuntu societies of Kenya, and we continue to have this kind of excellent conversations, building up the thought, the narrative in this part of the world, and that you are because I am, or I am because we are, or because you are.